everyone, I'm Trey Rich and you're watching The Buzz. On today's show we have alternative R&B singer and actor Armani Jackson to talk about his new music and his upcoming lead role as Joey in the much anticipated TBS HBO Max series Chad. Then we're in the Hollywood Hills to celebrate Prime Capital's Content House Welcome to LA Influencer Party. And in our artist spotlight we have Shenova. It's a barn burner, folks, so let's start the show.
Hi, my name's Armani Jackson and let's get buzzed.
First up, we want to send our prayers out to DMX, who suffered an overdose Friday night that led to a heart attack. Doctors say he's in grave condition, on a respirator, and has limited brain activity. We have no more information at this time. Starting off the show, we have Armani Jackson to give us some of the details on his upcoming new TBS HBO Max series, Chad, and tell us about his new single, Out of My Brain. Let's take a look.
I'm Armani Jackson. I'm an actor, now singer as of literally not even a year ago. Just out here trying to make things happen, especially during COVID, which has made a lot of things 20 times harder.
I got some things in my head that I don't really want you to know. One minute she with me and the next I'm waking up on the floor. I just hit the bank and now I got a lot of money to blow. I got some things in my head that I don't really want you to know. Yeah, you're running out of options.
My sister started acting when she was around 6. Me, my mom, and my sister moved out to LA from Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin. So totally different thing. And I wasn't doing any acting, any singing. It was my sister who was doing some modeling and some acting. And then we moved out to Santa Barbara first, which was originally for her to do acting. And then how I got into it was actually pretty funny because I never had an interest in acting. I was super, super shy when I was young, like super shy, like to the point where I wouldn't even talk to people sometimes. Like I would just stare and like not know what to say. So I was so shy, and I never would have thought that I would have done acting. And after my first audition, I just like absolutely fell in love with acting. And that was when I was 6, so a long time ago. Prior to like last year in March, years before, I wanted to sing, like I really did, and I would write in my room, and I would make stuff, like I would make beats, but I didn't show it to anyone, and I didn't want to actually like go out there and do it because like I was just nervous. So it wasn't necessarily that I never wanted to sing, it was just that I really had the courage to actually do it. But when quarantine hit, everything changed because acting became, for the first like 8 months, they weren't filming anything, like they just weren't. Music was still going, obviously. And everything just became really slow with acting. And I realized like I can't just like wait around for someone to book me the next job, especially when it's like super slow. Music you can do on your own. You can kind of control your career that way. It's like the complete opposite of acting. So a lot happened, I think, in the beginning of quarantine too, with me and my sister. And my sister went through a breakup. I went through a breakup. And we were kind of just like sitting at home. There wasn't much to do. And I think we started kind of writing together a little bit at first. And my sister had been doing singing for years before me. She hadn't really started recording until a year and a half ago, but she was singing, taking lessons. And so we started to write together, and we actually had a producer, his name is Composer, who Talia was going to. She was working on different songs with him. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it out one day. Like I'll just do it. And we went in and we made one of my, well, the first song that came out of mine was actually Almost Perfect, which was with a different producer. It was with, that was my first song that I made, but not my first song that I fully wrote. So that song, Almost Perfect, which has 24 hours on it, that was recorded actually a little bit after COVID started. I didn't write it. It was a session I was in, a writing session, and we just started writing, and then we realized we could just make a song tonight. So we made Almost Perfect. And that's definitely when I first fell in love with music, because I remember when I was driving home, like after I made that song, or at least started to make it, I was just like, I want to get back in. Like I want to write, I want to make more stuff. Because that was co-written by me. It wasn't fully written by me, it was co-written. So I was like, I want to get in, just like make more stuff.
trying to hurt this little heart of mine? Why you wanna do this on the 4th of July? Wasn't I there when the sparks would fly? Ay. In Valentine, you know what, I break up at the perfect time. What about the times that I made you smile so hard that it end up making you cry? I thought I did everything right. Always there spending the night, but you always wanna fly.
I was working with composer, and I think that the first song that I really felt like this one like really could be big was Out of My Brain, which is releasing April 2nd. That song was really true to me and like actually how I felt, because I was writing it around a couple months after a long relationship breakup. So I wrote that song about just the need to get a past relationship out of your brain and then kind of move on with life and just keep on pushing forward and do things for you. So I think that was probably the first song that I really enjoyed making and really wanted to get out. So every song from there, I started working with the Morgue. They're amazing. Ever since I've started working with them, I've just fell in love with music even more. And I've made some new songs with them, which are definitely going to be coming in the next couple of months. Because what I want to do is release about a song a month after this first one that's coming out. So there'll definitely be much more coming, and a lot of that is going to be coming from the Morgue, which is my current producers.
Today's the first day of high school, and we only get one shot at this. I had sex.
What?
And I want to be popular. Why? Because fitting in rocks. Oh, my body is stuck. Ma'am, I'm not entirely in the bus yet. Are you wearing leather shorts?
Yeah, they're my mom's.
Stop wearing your parents' clothes. You're your own boy, Peter.
Chad is usually seen as a name that's like the opposite. It's like alpha, like the guy who's the opposite of who Chad actually is, which I think makes it funnier because he does not fit the name. But Chad is about a 14-year-old Persian boy getting through high school and doing anything to become the most popular kid in high school. And you'll start to see that he'll literally stop at nothing to make sure that happens. And I play Joey. I play, I guess you could say I'm Chad's friend. I'm a part of the friend group that Chad wants to be in so desperately. And I'd say out of everyone in the friend group, my character Joey is definitely the nicest to Chad. Everyone else gets pretty upset with the things that he does to try and be popular and stay around us. But I feel like Joey more gets disappointed with him. He's not as hard on him. Like it was fun to be able to kind of add those hints in of like, Joey probably feels a little bit for this kid, but he's a part of this friend group, so he ultimately has to stay in it somehow, so he can't really jump out of it and go help Chad, but you can tell that he kind of wants to. There's actually a lot in the works. I have a movie that I'm supposed to be filming this summer. Can't say much about it right now, but it's based on a best-selling book, and we're supposed to be shooting that around June or July, so that'll definitely be up next for acting right now after Chad. Hi, my name's Armani Jackson, and you just been buzzed.
Out of My Brain is out on all streaming platforms now, and Chad premieres on TBS HBO Max Tuesday, April 6th. After the break, we have the Prime Capital Content House Party. We'll be back after this. Prime Capital consists of many social media content creators from Canada. Now they have migrated to sunny Los Angeles and just threw a welcome to LA party in the Hollywood Hills with games, music, fun, and influencers. We're on the red carpet where the subject of the evening was the excitement of just being out of the house. Let's take a look.
how does it feel to break out of quarantine and be at an actual event again?
Amazing. I'm super excited. I'm really happy I got invited. I see a whole carnival back here. I'm hyped about it.
I know. Is there something you have your eye on?
Just the games. I'm about to whoop everyone's butt and get all the whatever is available. I'm going to get the prizes.
I think there are stuffed animal prizes out there.
I'm excited.
All right, so you are working on new music. You have something coming out soon, correct?
Yeah, I do. I have a single called New Body coming out. I just got a nose job, and this is my first time bringing it out.
Oh my gosh, you look great.
Thank you. So the song's about just kind of new body, who's this, you know, and it's inspired by that. And I'm really happy. I get to shoot the music video this month, too, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
What's the direction behind the music video?
Car wash.
Car wash with the new body.
Yeah, exactly. You can only imagine what it's going to be like.
I'm already there. I'm listening.
It's going to be really hot. It's going to be a hot video.
But we're here. It's exciting. And we're talking about this big fight between YouTubers and TikTokers. I mean, where did this rivalry begin?
I don't even know who like started it all, but it just kind of came to be, and we're Team YouTube. So yeah, we just joined the YouTube bit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, YouTube's the OG if you really think about it. What makes YouTube so special?
I mean, the creativity. It's like an amazing creative outlet. TikTok is like way shorter videos and like less time to like actually like, I guess, showcase
Yeah,
talent.
if you want to make short videos on YouTube, you can do that. If you want to make long videos on YouTube, you can do that. And it actually takes talent.
Yeah,
TikTok.
they have an option now for short videos on YouTube actually. So
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, tell me a little bit more. Who's fighting on each team? What can we expect from the fight? Give us some details.
From the YouTubers versus TikTokers fight, the boxing match. I don't know if I've landed it 100%. Like, I need Social Gloves to tell me officially, but I'm trying to fight Taylor Holder. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Who's going to win that match?
Oh, Kyle. Oh, for sure. Oh, for
I'm a
sure.
win.
100%. 100%. Yeah, no doubt.
Looking back at the entire pandemic, how has it affected you and your content as an influencer?
It's interesting because we really live in an interesting space. Because of the money that we make comes from the internet, we're able to sort of do stuff during the pandemic. So that's good, but it's also limited a lot of our ability to get out there and go out in public and do what we love to do.
Is there a specific video that you're like really proud of? Like, wow, that was really creative that we got away with that in the pandemic.
Oh man, yeah, there's some videos we've done in like at Santa Monica Pier at the beach. I think that was crazy. Everybody loved it. Like everybody filming the video more than we were, so it was great.
Honestly, whenever I get on TikTok, I think of what is the dumbest and funniest thing I could do possible. And it flops a lot, so I'm like, what's going on, guys? Y'all don't think this is funny? Because I thought it was funny. But yeah, I just like to have fun on there and just get to be a little bit ridiculous. It's like my Instagram stories, but, you know, a bigger platform for them.
Absolutely. I mean, are there certain videos that you find do better than the others? Does fashion do better than funny or something?
You know, I feel like what does better? So if I calculate a video too much and I spend too much time thinking about it, it doesn't do as well as the videos that I just like off the cusp, like just make up and have fun with.
I think that's the point of TikTok, right? Just go out and have fun. Another thing that's super fun is this year on The Bachelor and Bachelorette, we're finally getting some female empowerment in the host. What do you think about that move?
Of course, I love it. You know I love women. No, I'm really excited to see how it goes. I'm really proud of the women that get to host this next season, and I'm really excited to see it. I love them both, so I think it'll be great.
Okay. How does it feel to break out of quarantine and finally be at a real event again?
It actually feels crazy. I normally don't, like, I'm not like a party person, but I'll go out like once in a while. But yeah, I've been like playing Fortnite the last like year or so, you know? Like, it's good to get out.
What projects have you been working on during quarantine?
Basically just building my YouTube channel, and then just working on my Snapchat as well. Those are my main two things that I'm working on.
Why did you choose Snapchat of all platforms?
Snapchat? Because Snapchat, like, not a lot of people know, but Snapchat's a powerful platform, like, very powerful. So I'm getting like 200,000-300,000 views on my stories now, like just my stories. And then they just came out with Spotlight, so I'm like crushing it on Spotlight too. So.
At what point did you realize, wow, I have a lot of power, like I am an influencer?
When people like started like DMing me, like saying like, yo, you changed my life, like all that stuff, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I didn't realize it until I got those DMs.
Is there a specific moment that like really touched you that you still remember?
Yeah, I was on the boardwalk in New York where I'm from, and like this little girl came up to me like crying and stuff, and I was like, yo, like, geez, like it kind of changed everything.
Tell me a little bit about the music video that's going to be dropping tonight.
So the music video that's dropping tonight is completely based in downtown Los Angeles. So the Disney Music Hall, it was in that little, well, I won't call it little, it was in that tunnel that's underneath the Disney Music Hall where they shot a Robert Downey Jr. movie and some Batman.
An iconic space.
Yeah, and I also was on some sort of precarious mountain top where they had the view, a beautiful view of downtown LA.
What was it like to shoot during the pandemic?
I would say it was definitely hard, considering the fact that everyone had to stay 6 feet apart, but we only had pretty much one videographer and editor, and so we didn't really have much of a big, huge team doing the whole thing, but it's definitely turned out to be a pretty awesome music video in my book.
My name is Ariel Coviello, and I've just been buzzed.
Madison looks like she had an awesome time. After the break, we have Shenova and some Buzz News. The following Buzz News segment was brought to you by Snack Pop Candy and Cookie Flavored Popcorn. Jimmy Fallon and influencer Addison Rae broke the internet last week, and some may say the internet is already broken due to the disproportionate opportunities given to white creators over black content creators. Addison was featured on Fallon, where they went over a few current top TikTok dance trends, many of them created by black creators, and not only did they not give the original creators credit, but she did a subpar rendition of the dances. Many fans on the internet called out both Addison and Jimmy to give credit to the creating influencers of color, many calling Addison a culture vulture. In the subject matter on his YouTube page, Fallon did give the original creators credit, but many say it's too little, too late. So come on, give these creators credit, and to the Jimmy Fallon Show, where were the roots when you did this watered down dance segment? Oh yeah, they were playing the elevator music rendition of the song because no one wanted to flip the bill for the actual music rights. Shame on you, Jimmy Fallon. That's it for the Snack Pop Topic News of the Week. Next up, we have Shenova in our Artist Spotlight, fresh off her American Idol audition, to talk about her new release, By Myself, and how it was for her to create content during the quarantine and her American Idol experience. Let's take a look.
It's not okay that you drove the extra mile to see me in LA. You say you miss my smile and it's been a while. Well, I don't care. Got your number, no, you just need a body there.
So I've been in the industry a while. I've been making music a while. Throughout my career, I've worked for a lot of other people. And it was about like 2 years ago, I was like, you know what, this is great. I like making a living in music, but like I gotta go all in on me. So that's when I was like, no more other gigs. I'm gonna be myself and only focus on my music. I've released like 7 singles since then, and right now I'm making an album and doing that whole thing. So that's something to look forward to. But as an independent artist, you know how hard it is in the industry. Like, it's so hard to be seen. It's so hard to get exposure. I've gone viral a few times in different ways, and now I'm really excited about the music that I'm making to back that up, because going viral for 5 seconds is one thing, but I'm sure as a lot of artists know, like, it's about that momentum and keeping it going, and like, can you back up that success with like art that people actually care about? So that's my focus right now, is making that art, and I'm self-producing, I'm doing that whole thing, which I'll tell you about later. But that was kind of my thing with Idol, is I was scouted, actually. It was not part of the plan. One of their amazing casting people, his name's Christian, he's awesome. He was just like, dude, I think you do great, like you should do this. And I'm like, okay, I was like, why not? So signed me up, did an audition. It was on Zoom first because of the whole COVID stuff. And then, I continued on, did the first auditions, and then got to go on to Hollywood Week. Got to go to Hollywood, got my golden ticket. And it was not what I expected. I learned so much. Like, I've been an artist for a long time. I really thought I had my ish down, but this pushed me. Like, it made me think about things as a performer and as an artist that I hadn't really thought about before. You know, it's the hot seat. It's pressure time. It's go time. And I'm really thankful that they showed my audition, part of it, on a Hollywood Week. And they did show some of me. They treated me so well. Like, the whole crew is, like, literally cream of the crop in the industry. Like, everybody pretty much, you know, it's a hit or miss with working with people in this industry. Every single person on that set is a gem. So I was really just thankful to be a part of it and that they showed a little bit of me. So that's what's up. You know, in a lot of these competition shows, it kind of is just about like who can out-sing each other. And this was much more about, you know, the whole artist overall, like the well-roundedness. Like, do you have the image? Do you have the performance? Do you have the personality? Like, that mattered. So that was like really refreshing for me. And yeah, again, just like loved everybody on set and was a cool way to get out of quarantine, you know? Go on set and be with cool people and sing and stuff. So yeah.
By myself, 1 in 4 million. Just another faceless dreamer in the crowd of the willing. So we get to sell out, maybe we'll settle down in Bel Air.
Yeah, so it was March 13th of last year that I was in Dallas, Texas. I had a show that night, got canceled. The whole thing blew up everywhere. We knew the whole world was shutting down. I flew home that night, and on that flight home, I was like, damn, I gotta start over. Like, I gotta reassess my entire game plan because I was planning on traveling around the world doing shows all year, and that obviously wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, I went right into working on my first single. It was called By Myself, which kind of related to the times, but it was more about me as an artist doing everything by myself and being like, I don't need anybody in the industry to do this. I don't need to be on tour to do this. Like, I can do this by myself. I don't need validation, in so many words, because I made it a little more vague. Some people could take it as a love song that, like, you know, the other person doesn't know how to love themselves. Anyways, yeah, I put that out first. It didn't seem too sensitive for the times. And then after that, I released a song called Gray, which is kind of about my depression and just kind of how some days I wake up and I don't really see color because it's like my brain's just different some days. And that's usually when I write songs. So I know it's like a good thing, but at the same time, yeah, it sucks. So I'm a big mental health, I don't know if I want to say advocate, but experiencer. And I just want to, like, through my art, like, let people know that they're not crazy. And that's what I'm working on now. I'm working on an album called Mental. You're the first person that I've told that name to. It's going to be coming out in summer. I'm releasing them as singles. I've got a lot of songs backed up. It's just going to be, once I start releasing, I'm just going to be hitting them every week with songs. So that's what I'm working towards right now. And I don't think I'd be doing this if it wasn't for what happened in the world, you know, that everything shut down. I think I'd still be, you know, doing that rat race, running around, hustling, touring. So it's been great, actually. Yeah, so I'm She Nova Weirdo everywhere. On YouTube, I'm just She Nova. It's the only place I could get my name, but yeah, just Weirdo behind it. On Instagram, all that good stuff. And summer, I'm gonna be popping out a bunch of stuff, so just get ready, buckle up, it's coming. What's up, I'm She Nova, and you just been buzzed.
That's all we have. Special thanks to Madison Brodsky, Prime Capital, She Nova, Armani Jackson, and the kind people over at Snack Pop for hooking brother up. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and double tap us on Instagram, all at Buzz_Access. If you live in Southern California, the news just came out that indoor concerts and clubs can start back up with limited capacity on April 15th. But people, please wear your mask and be smart. Don't set up for everybody else. We're almost back to normal, but we still have a long way to go. I'm Trey Rich. Love and snack pop to you all.
I just hit the bank and now I got a lot of money to blow. Got a lot of money to blow. I got some things in my head that I don't really want you to know. Yeah, you're running out of options for new appeal. I know.
For more stories and extended clips, go to thebuzzallaccess.com. I'm Trey Rich, and you've just been buzzed.